Hello, and welcome to this live stream. So, a couple of days ago, I put a vote out saying which set do you want me to build next, and there was 8 there. From memory, or looking at the sets, it's the Mandalorian, the Dark Trooper, James Bond's car, Indiana Jones plane chase, the Blacksmith, I Am Groot, the graphics lightsaber from Demon Bricks, I believe it is. I'll check that in a minute. And one more, which I've forgotten, the Y-Wing Microfighter. But I'm going to take a quick look now and see, have a refresh and see where we're up to. And then we're going to open the box and start building in stop motion. So this is going to be a very slow, very boring video, I promise you. Right, let's have a look. So let's give the page a refresh. And let's see. Right, there I am live. White and red are winning after 6 votes. And we've got 30 and 36 votes. So Blacksmith is winning there. And the Dark Trooper is winning there. But we've got 30 votes here. And 36 votes here. 64, 47. It's the Blacksmith. 64% of 36. I can tell you is a lot more than 47% of 30. So let's get the Blacksmith and let's build. Right, I'm just going to get the comments up as well while I'm here. We have, whoops, let's close that. Sorry, complete technical issue here of me actually getting this loading on the iPad. I'm just going to do a quick sound test. Yeah, that's working fine. So mute that so you don't hear me twice. All right, let's go and have a look. Lego building. Right, I'm going to move all this so you can see. As you can see, I'm already set up, completely and honestly ready. Right, let's see. Just going to check my cameras before I start. Lego building with a GoPro. There you go, that view. Let's go for that one. And I'm going to point this at me. I think I'm going to need some more room. And you can see some of my mess in the background. Oh well. This room has become a bit of a junk room. Right, 1 second. I'm just going to grab the box. Here's what you could have won. So, here we go. Oh, look at that, you got double view. Let's put that just to GoPro for a minute. No, that's not what I want. There we go. I've got that on a really wide angle. Let me just sort something out here. Alright, I'm back. Apologies, I did not realise going across the room took quite so long. Right, lens mode, wide, let's go for a linear lens. And hope that hasn't crashed, I think. There we go, that's much nicer. So here we are, the Lego Blacksmith. I am so disorientated today. So this set has, I believe, 2,000, does it say on the box? Let's get this right. 2,164 pieces. It came out, I believe, in 2020 or 2021, I believe. It's Lego Ideas number 330. I'll check all this information and obviously put it in the description of the full video. But here we go. Let's have a look. Sorry, shaky camera work. Let's have a look at the back. So you can see we've got 4 minifigures coming with it and the dog, which looks awesome. I believe it's over 3 levels. So you've got the ground floor, the middle, and then I think you have a bedroom in the roof. So this is going to be, yep, there we go. In fact, let's get a zoom in on that. So that's going to look awesome. Apologies for my lighting. I'm set up for stop motion, not for opening boxes right now. Oh, bonus, we get a light brick in his forge. Anyway, let's begin the build. As always, if you want to chat along with me, feel free. Right, what I'm going to do, because I probably want an opening. Right, let's put this view back on because you do not want to see. There we go. And I'm going to just take the minifigure spinner out of the way. There we go. More on that shortly. What have we got here today? Have I got a pair of scissors? Right, let's just get you onto a normal video mode for a bit. Bring the tripod out. As you can tell, I did a minifigure last. What came out? Oh, it's just the charger. That'll be alright. Right. Sorry, while I totally unprepared, did not expect to have to cut my way into a box today. So, is that going to give you a nice view? Yeah, why not? Hopefully we won't push any buttons. Here we go. Right, just going to start my first bit of recording. So I've recorded a lot of the box openings, just because it's people want to see them, and I always forget to post them. So why not? Now I've got this set. This set, I believe, retails for 100 and I'm gonna have to get my knife. Oh god, sorry everyone, totally unprepared. No, that ain't gonna work. Quite a genius idea then. Normally I have a pair of scissors waiting here ready to open Lego. But one of two things has happened. My cat has knocked a load of stuff off, which has hidden my scissors, or I've actually used them for something other than Lego. Right, here we go. Let's jump straight back into it. I have just found possibly the best thing to open a Lego set from a Castle series. This is a sword. It was actually a sword. It's based on a Scottish sword, and it's one that I used at my wedding. So there you go, to cut the cake. Aren't you privileged? And I've just realised I'm opening. Right. So here is the set. Here is the sword. And let's open this beast. Yes, that's still as sharp as a day. Jesus. Uh-oh. Slight technical hitch. My phone has just decided to restart. How bloody wonderful. Why have you decided to do that, phone? Right. Let's get off this quick. Jeffrey. Invisible. Right. Apologies. While we fix the issues, I might have to cut this bit out of the video. It never goes correct when you want to live stream, does it? And I think I was in the middle of recording. The phone just decided to die. So, interesting fact, I would love to use a camera, but I actually have a half decent camera I could use. However, it has a really, it's Nikon, no it's not, it's a Canon, with a really strange thing when it focuses. It tries to do like a multi-point focus and it doesn't always get the same focus, which is really annoying when you're trying to do stop motion. Right, phone is coming slowly back on. Phone has died. This is not looking promising. Oh, I see. Plug wasn't in correctly. How very, very useful. I wonder, can I film using the GoPro for a minute? I'll put a chapter in the video so that if you want to skip ahead to when everything was working, you can do. This is a fast charger, isn't it? Hooey, hooey. Right, while I wait for that to come back on, I'll give you some nice glamorous shots of the set. And I'll tell you what, just for the fun of it, I'm going to put a sword in front of it. I don't know why I've never thought this before for... Yeah, look how awesome that looks. Right. I've decided I'm going to open this and film it on the GoPro. Yeah. While my phone decides to come back to life. Right, apologies, this is going to be shaky camera work for the next 30 seconds. I'm going to mount you all onto my tripod. And apologies if you're watching this post-event. I will put chapters in, or I don't know if I can edit middles of the stream, and I can cut and start this ends. Yeah. What you always wanted to watch a live stream of someone putting a GoPro together. There we go. That actually looks awesome. Wow, I'm so sorry. I can see the... I don't know if you can see, but I can see it on my tablet. The horrendousness of the video. Apologies. My phone is trying to come back to life, I promise. Obviously that is the main device I normally do builds on. I've never actually had it die during a build, so this is rather... I assume it's got a bit upset because it was trying to stream and... Oh, it's telling me I've got a problem with my charger. Great. Well, that's not useful. Right, anyway, I'm going to get on and I'm going to start unbagging this while the phone decides what it wants to do. Let's do it. Right, I might well start the stream from here, so if I have, welcome all. Today we are building the set that you chose in my latest vote, which was the Medieval Blacksmith. You had 8 sets to choose from, but you chose this one. I've just cracked the seal, so let's go ahead and build this. This was what I cut the seal with, this awesome Scotch sword. This is going to be my new weapon of opening boxes, I've decided. It looks awesome. Right, I've now got a fight between a tripod and a phone and everything else. Let's see what we have in here. That is all of it. So, how many bags can we count and hide away? I quite like these new boxes that the Lego instructions are coming in. It's so much better than the plastic. I can't wait for the paper bags. The only thing I'm not very happy with is if they decide to go paper boxes, paper pots, like cardboard pots, instead of the plastic pots that you get for the brick walls in the Lego shop. Right, what are we at? We're at 1%. Seriously? Okay. I'm going to show you a quick flip through the instructions. So there we go. Looking nice. Bit about the designers in here. Clements Fielder. And there we go. It's a bit about the original blacksmith set. All the way back. What year was that saying? 2002. Oh god, that looks ancient. To me, that looks like a 90s set. Wow. Such a shame in 2002 I was not collecting Lego. There's the original blacksmith set on the left. And there we go. These are our 14 bags, which are going to build up this set. Now, I know this hasn't been the most interesting video yet, but it's about to be. Because I'm going to start building as soon as I've got some power on my phone. I might have to just let you watch on the GoPro to begin with, while the phone catches up with itself. So, I'm going to get rid of all the unneeded bags for now. I'm not going to line out all the minifigure in that one. Oh, look at all those brown bits. All the brown wood in there. That's bag 8. That's going to be a fun day. I'm very conscious this may be very horrible and loud if you're watching now. If you have just joined, I'm currently experiencing technical issues with the fact that my usual device, my phone, for taking all the pictures is not working. But there we go, we've opened up bag 1, we've opened up the blacksmith, and now we've got bag 1 and our base plates. I've never seen plates that big, I don't think. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 16. 16 by 16 plate. I'm used to just having, well, either 32 by 32, 48 by 48, or smaller. I've never seen them like that. And there's bag 1. Right, we're going to build the blacksmith. I'm just going to do some setup. I'm going to leave it on the second camera for now because my phone is not charging at the speed it should be, and I'm not really sure why. Just getting it turned on so I can start building. I'm going to build a minifigure first. So I'm going to get my minifigure spinner set up. Now this you've probably never seen before and you're like, what the hell is this? But this is my minifigure spinner. So if you ever watch any of my minifigure rotations, spins, builds, whatever you want to call them, this is how it's done. I've just found a transparent brick on the floor. Woohoo! Those things are impossible to see. Right. Now, whether I can actually continue building today will be a question. Right. You won't be able to see right now what I'm doing. I'm trying to just get lined up with my minifigure spinner on my main camera. The GoPro is not the main camera, so it won't see exactly what the other camera sees. I hope that makes some sense. I will also endeavour to get the other camera on the screen in a few minutes. So here we go. We're just lining the cameras up. It's a very, very precise spot. Now what I might do, just get the GoPro off. Again, because it's actually in the way. And I'll get it back on its tripod in a minute. Right, yeah, apologies. I'm having a complete nightmare with my cameras today. They're not working as expected. The one that normally you'd be viewing to see how everything's built has decided it doesn't want to do that. So here we go. Now this, as you can see, is the minifigure spinner. Whenever you see the minifigure videos up close, they are obviously literally your whole this and a figure. If I grab one off here, so if I pop a figure on here, turn him around so you can see. So normally on your screen you see basically this much and this wide if you're in 9:16, or I'll give you a bit of a white background otherwise. And this is how the figures are made. So I'm going to show you when this one starts in a minute. When this phone decides to play ball. What is going on? Why doesn't it like this charger? Come on. Anyway, while that's thinking again, let's get on with opening bag one. Apologies for the noise. Actually, let's not open bag one. Let's get the minifigure out. Where's my... I will build it over there. Right, bag one. We get the blacksmith and his dog. So I'm just going to search for the pieces I need, and then I'm going to put these elsewhere for a minute. More plastic bags. I believe, here we go, whoops, knocking a light. Number of times I knock stuff in here, it's ridiculous. Some legs, some hair. I apologise if this noise is horrendous. That's not legs, that's a 2x1. Really, we've got some battery. I'm just looking for the blacksmith's hammer. I was assuming it would be in a... there it is. I'm assuming it's in a small parts box. Awesomely, I have a spare bone and a spare beard. That is going to go in one of my army building videos soon. Wait and see. Right. Are you going to let me do the video? Can I film and film and film? Yeah, 2. Right. Just need to get my lighting correct. And my tripod correct. Here we go, you'll be able to see how I do minifigure spins today. Right. Apologies, I normally would share this screen, but it's decided to break. So this is essentially what the camera sees, and what you see, lovely scan lines. I've just taken a photo, awesome. Now, let's make this minifigure spin. And you can see it's very simple, this device. I've got a little, it's got a Technic bar in the middle. It's on a motor because I used to do these electronically, but I've discovered they're a lot easier just to spin like this. And the little round plate at the bottom just helps me do it. And bring back to straight, and I'll push that over. Interesting. So, let's watch this. Let's see. What battery am I at? No, this isn't going to work. Why is this using so much battery today? Okay, like I said, apologies for the quality of this video today. It hasn't quite worked. Right, I'm just going to put him together just to see what he looks like first. He's got double face. He's got quite a cool little beard. Let's get him in shot. So this is our blacksmith. You really cannot see that very well. But there we go. Oops. Let's build. So you can't see this because I can't get it to charge quick enough. So what I always do is I'm going to talk you through what I'm doing on the minifigure spin here. So I take a couple of photos of the blank plate, which is just my starting point. Now everything is filmed at 24 frames per second. Sorry, everything is filmed at 12 frames per second. And I produce that at 24 frames. That just gives me some flexibility if I want to speed stuff up or even slow it down. Now, this is the hard part. What I do is I place it mostly on. Now, take a photo, push him down, take a photo, and then I just start to move the legs ever so slowly. Tiny, tiny movements. Check the focus as well. So I do a lot of easing in and easing out whenever I do my stop motions. And all that means is you start off with some small motions and then you speed it up a bit and you finish off again with small motions. And if you ever watch my videos, all of them do that. There we go, and he's just going to straighten up. And you'll notice with all of my stop motions, I try and add some flair to every character. So some sort of action, and I try and show off the heads. Now, this is going to be hard to show off the head with this guy because he has a beard. And this, as you'll see, covers his mouthpiece. So what I'm going to do is put the head on and then the beard on. But first, let's do a classic sliding on to his torso. Might just try and... Is that a good view for you guys? I'd hope it is. I can't really get you any further around without getting in the way of my camera. So he slides down a bit. A bit more. So normally 4 frames to do the slide on. And on the last one, I start to move the arms. And again, it's just easing in. So these very small arm movements. And there'll be some big ones. I'll lean the body forward slightly as well whenever I do these, because it sort of looks like he's landing almost. And then some smaller motions. We can start to stand back up. And there we go. Battery up. Oh God. Right, like I said, I'm not going to put the beard on straight away. I'm going to go for the head. And we're going to go for the happy face. So, again, heads, generally 4 frames. Which 4 frames works out at 1/3 of a second. I think it's might be 5 frames today. And it just gives you a chance, as that head's coming down, to really have a look and take in the detail. He seems to be out of focus, I don't like that. I'm going to refocus him and take an extra photo. Right, now I want to reveal that second head on this minifigure spin. So what I'm going to do is have him look left and right, so you've got an extra bit of time to look at this face. Again, just very tiny movements for the head to begin with. So 2 tiny movements and 1 big movement. And 1 tiny movement as he slows down again. Leave his head there for a moment, an extra frame. Tiny movement back. And then another tiny movement. And then a big movement to halfway. Continuing that big movement to around there. And then some tiny movements as he looks to the right. Holds it there for a second. And look back. Look back. Big movement back. Oh, not going to get him quite central. And then get him centralized. There we go. 1 extra movement. Right, now I'm going to get him to show off his alternate face. Now, if you want to see what the alternate face is, It's this one. We can't get that in focus on the GoPro very well. Come on, GoPro, focus. No, and that's why I do not use GoPro for my stop motion. So he's then going to just literally flip to this angry, to this weird. I don't even know how to explain this face. He's got his tongue out, but he's concentrating and he's frowning at the same time. And he's just going to lean forward a bit. So what I'm going to do, I'm leaning all the way forward. I'm going to start a bit bigger movement, start leaning his arms down. Bit bigger. Bit bigger. Right. Last little movement. And now that he's in this position, I'm going to put him in that position so his hands are touching the plate. Reason for that, if I accidentally move him in this next movement, I can get it back easily. So he's going to get his beard on now. And that just saves me messing around trying to slip the beard on. Right. See, now his hands, I know where they are. That looks hilarious on the GoPro camera, I've just realised. Right, now he's going to come back up. Now, most of these minifigures I make up as I go along. Sometimes I do plan the odd one or two, like the football ones I'm doing currently. But generally, there is no planning whatsoever. And there we go. You can't see it, but he's now got his big, let's get this camera in, his big bushy beard. So, last part of this one is going to be, there you go, you can see my face now too. And you can see the sets you could have built. Last part of this one is going to be his hairpiece, which is really quite cool. It's just a ponytail, but I think actually it's going to look wicked on him. Let's see. Just checking I haven't got the GoPro in the shot. There we go. And now, a classic thing I do with all my minifigures. Why is that so low? I'm going to have his hand come back, and he's going to pull a hammer out of his beak, his bum. I don't really know what the whole swearing on YouTube thing is, but I try not to. I mean, it's Lego, there could be kids. Oh, love how stiff minifigure hands are when you first get them. And again, this whole movement here is always ease in, ease out. And then I'm going to put his hammer in his hand. I'm not taking photos here. Just making sure his can work. And then he's going to slowly bring that forward. And some big movements just to speed up through the motion. And what he's going to do, sorry if you see me eating this, I'm taking photos. What he's going to do is spin his hammer. Because what else do you do with a hammer? Oh, yeah, you hit things with it. Now I don't know if you've noticed, you wouldn't have noticed because you can't see my normal screen. I've just started to get him to lift his arm up. So what I'm going to do actually, no I'm not because I want my battery off, for God's sake. And again, any type of slashing, hitting, sword fighting, I always do a little lean back. And there we go. Minifigure is built. I apologise for the rubbish view you've had just watching me do this, but some technical issues with my normal camera, so you can't actually see what my camera sees. But it is this. If I had two tripods, I would actually put you on one. Whoops. There we go. So this is what the final video is going to look like. It looks pretty awesome. Let's just see if we can see in reverse that hammer. There we go. That looks awesome. And he looks awesome. So, next, you want to look at blank wall. Just so in the GoPro out. Next, we're going to spin him around. And this just gives us a chance in my videos to really look at the minifigure, appreciate all the detail, especially if they've got arm printings, which some figures do now, and to really appreciate the hairpiece. I love how this hairpiece actually has ear holes, even though Lego figures don't have ears. That's wicked. I need to start painting the back of the beard yellow. Look at that as well. His apron has a couple of straps around the back. Don't know how he gets in and out of that apron, to be honest, but it looks cool. Right, and normally, again, as my figures come back to face the viewer for the first time, I generally have them raising a weapon, shooting a gun, or something like that, just to perk your interest. Oops. You need to move your hand, not move your hammer down. So I've got him to flip his hammer here so we can really see that he doesn't just use I was saying flipped around his hammer so you can see he doesn't just use it. Wow, this is going so well today. Oh, I've lost the hammer down the other side of the light. And I've got it back. And I've taken a photo. God. Right. If you have joined and you want to comment, feel free to, because tonight is going so well that my main camera is not working for the stream because its battery's decided that it's going to do one. Right, he's just going to start lifting his hammer back up. So I'm building the blacksmith and I'm doing the minifigure first, because always in Lego you have to do the minifigure instructions first. And you can start spinning this back around, ready for when he faces the camera. Now, do I minifigure spin the dog, or do I just have it come in and join the blacksmith? I mean, I could blue tack. There we go. Let's just have him lean forward a bit. And then for the very last shot, I'm just going to change his face back to the happy one. It's definitely a Santa Claus beard, I think, on him. Just in a gingery, orangey colour. Just see how it looks. That's quite cool, his eyes change direction as well, actually. I've just discovered something new I can do for minifigures. And then to finish the shot, 1, 2 photos of the blank space. Now we also have a dog. Woof woof. Actually, you know what? Let's have blacksmith raise his arm. Raise his arm. Raise his hand. Dog appears. Whoops. Dog is on the floor. It's not going to work. Damn. No, I'm going to scrap that one off in the edit. So, now we need to build a set. Right, have I got enough battery to share to the computer now? Probably not. It's really annoying. What's going on? Why, oh why are you refusing to charge? If I share it to the computer, actually, hopefully I can then have the screen off. I can do it on there. Sorry, apologies, I've had complete and utter breakdown of my phone and my charger today. It should be fast charging, it's decided not to. Right, I'm going to get you a view of the blacksmith. There we go. That's much better. That's what you want to see on the live stream. The actual thing being built. And me taking photos. There, and hopefully, now I can't guarantee this screen will last because my battery for some reason is really low, even though it's normally fine and it was charged up earlier. But there we go, that's what the blacksmith looks like. We have only 49 minutes in and we've finally got back to where we want to be. So that's minifigure 1. Now, do I start the build or do I do minifigure 2? Do we get minifigure 2 in bag 2? That's the question. So I'm just having a sneaky peek. I'm going to leave the blacksmith on there for a minute so you can look at him in all his might. Ooh. No, I'm pretty sure this is not bag 1 that I'm looking at now. That's bag 1, bag 1. No minifigure in bag 2. Okay, so the other minifigures are in. Right, if you're watching, what do you want to see? Do you want to see the build start, or do you want to see the minifigure being built, this lady? That's the question. Just got to work out what bag she's actually in. Oh, that tree looks awesome. I also love the amount of armor pieces that you get in this set. Right, she's not in bag 4. There we go. She's not in bag 2, so she must be in bag 3, surely. Instruction of the Lion. She must be in bag 5. Let's have a look. Bag 8, Jesus. Aha. I just spotted her, I think. Yep, confirmed bag 5. So if you're watching, what I'm going to do is create lots of horrendous noise using the bags. Bag 3, bag 4, bag 6. What I'm going to do, crack open bag 5. And I'm going to build the minifigure, because I've got the minifigure spinner out. And I wanted to do this as part of the channel last time. Plus, I like all the minifigures to look the same when I do them. So apologies if you can hear all this horrendous noise. Right, she got a hairpiece. She should also have a quiver. There's her bow. Breaking into the bags to get the minifigures. That's really cool, there's a little brown bucket in there. And the only thing I haven't found is her quiver. There it is, it's in the bag with all the leaves. Yep. I will start chatting properly in a minute. Once I've extracted this minifigure. There we go. Just seal that bag back up so I don't lose any pieces if everything goes haywire. There we go. Bag 5, because we're not going to get to that tonight. Not with all the technical issues we've been having. 3% battery. Wow. Horrendous. But great. So, going to lead you through it. I'm going to do two things here. First off, I'm just going to make this video a bit smaller and put it in the corner. So apologies for that. Right. Now here's what we're going to do. Oh, 1 minute. One sec. Right, apologies for that. Going back on now. Had to just quickly sort some stuff out. Right, so what we can do is build the minifigure. And I'm going to trust the camera, the screen on the laptop. So, as always, I take 2 photos before I start building. Make sure that's correct. I'm just going to get it so you can see maybe what I'm doing here as well, rather than my pretty face. Right, the blacksmith came in with a little dive, so this lady is going to come in with a run, I believe. I always make these up as I go along. So the running stance, I usually start with one leg just slightly back, not all the way back, just slightly back. Take a photo, and then move that leg all the way back, and let the waist section come forward a bit, and then move it back down. Take a photo, and then it's a switch. And that often gives quite a good bit of rock to the legs as I do that. And it looks really good. And I normally do this 4 times. Now I could duplicate my frames, but I don't, because it's just easier not to, honestly. Right, switch again. And this just gives you an idea. If you ever watch my minifigure spins, they're usually somewhere between 8 and 14 seconds. Next time, just think, it probably took 10 minutes to actually make. Then we're going to just have a stop and stand up. And all these extra frames just make it look a little bit better. She's an archer. How should we have her coming in? Actually, I might try something new. Just going to have a slide down, but as she does, her arms are just going to come to a resting position. Really push her down, make sure she's flat. Right, again, we have two faces, a smirk and a wink. Let's go for the smiley, smirky face to begin with. And like I said earlier, generally with heads, it's normally about 4 frames, potentially 5, that would take to put them on. And that's about 1/3 of a second. I could do more, but now every time I do a minifigure build and they have an arrow or something as a backpack, I always forget to put it on. And the same is true as of today. She has a very cool, almost Princess Leia hairpiece. Let's put that on first. Oh, and it has a hole in the top so we could put a crown on her one day. In a stop motion where she becomes the queen. The blacksmith's wife. The queen, that will be an awesome stop motion, wouldn't it? Right, pop this in her hand. You probably think every time you see one of these I do this on purpose. Just because I forgot. No, it does look cool though when they like, put their helmets on, or they put something around their neck, or they put the cloak on post the event. And I've just got to start moving it around. Then I think from that point we're just going to put it straight on her. Because there's not a lot of extra movement we can do with these ones. Now this is where I could do a dragon frame. Now she's going to pull her bow out. Now, I don't know if anybody else appreciates them, but I love making this sort of movement. She moved there. I'm just going to retake that photo. Now I wish Lego would make bows that either A, actually fired, or B, we could put like little bits of string and have fake arrows on them. Right, just going to stand for a second and then I'm going to switch her head round. So, any two-faced ones, I tried to get you a good view of both faces. And normally I do that by having the faces change halfway through the build. Just check my battery, make sure we're not going to die. We're at 4% battery, it's doing awesome. Right, take a photo, take another photo. Let's just review that. Oh yeah, so that you see her building it, so she's putting a quiver on. Well, I know the last bit's a bit of a jump, but there's not much I can do. And then I think that's quite cool, getting her bow out, lowering it down, and then she just gives you a wink. You know what? I might take that. Oh, I don't know how to put 2 figures well. I might just have her do one more shot of that. So we've got 3 shots, so that'll be, what would that be? Half a second of a wink. And then I'm going to have her go back to normal. Now I will have her winking again on the second rotation. And then it's just a case of starting to rotate her. Oh, I didn't realise her head didn't quite go back to the right place. There we go. Right. Finger shot. That just tells me I need to go back and check whatever happened there. And then we're going to rotate her. Now what I'm going to do, once I get to the halfway point, am I? Yeah. So when I get to her back, I'm going to start turning her head as well. And all I'm doing here is moving one click of this motor. It sort of clicks as I go. Right, so now I'm here. She is going to start moving her head. And oops. She is also going to lift her bow. So I'm eating this because it's the easiest way to have my hands free. While turning her. Right. Now the reason I'm doing this is because normally as a person faces you, I have them fire. But being an archer, she fires a bow. Right, so we're going to have to go big movement like that. And just going to do it again. Leave it there. And she's going to slowly return to that position. Oops, I didn't move her. There we go. I don't know if I'll do it in the frames, but my aim here is she's going to wink at the camera. And she gets to this front position. So just going to lower her bow all the way down. Spin her head round. And then we just can really capture that winky face. I'm going to leave it on until the following thing. So let's just have a quick review of that, just see if it looks alright. So she comes around, she fires her shot. I'll add a little sound effect in there, and then she winks here. Awesome. Just standing her up straight as well. I think I had her bent forward so you could actually see her face. And what I'm going to do is leave the wink on until the very last shot, and then I'm going to just take it back off. It's quite a strange face. Normally I don't mind leaving the opposite face on. Normally it's just an angry face or something like that. The wink sort of doesn't work as a natural face, does it? But it's actually going to be really cool for stop motion, and I'll use that as her character. Alright, so one more with that face as it stops. And then we flip her around to be a happy, normal, mildly happy, I should say, looking person. Okay. Just going to have about one. She isn't stood up straight and she's got a bow too high. There we go. Then 1, 2. And there we go. 2 figures. How long did that take? I dread to think. But there we go. 2 figures from this build completed. Now there's 2 more. I'm just going to dig them out. I've found one already. And I'll find the other one shortly. Just got one other thing to do in the meantime. I'll leave both those figures up there for you to have a look at for a minute, just while I set up the next bit. Oops. If you're still watching, good on you. I like how it says speed on there as well. Yeah, apologies for today. It hasn't been the best live stream ever by any shot. Technical issues and whatnot. But I'm just gonna find the other. So the last 2 minifigures are in the last bag 14. And I'm just going to build. Oh, this is good. So the last 2 minifigures have got 2. They both have a helmet and a hairpiece. One has a shield, one does not. And they are in bag 14 of all bags. So let's get them out and then reseal this bag up. What's this? Getting my hand in Torso 1. I'm so sorry if this is really noisy. Torso 2. Helmet 1. Head 1. Now I need to look. So there's some bits. Legs. Right, I have 2 torsos, 1 lot of legs. 1 helmet. I also need a spear. A horse as well. Nay. You know what? I've got the castle and I have not come across the new horses yet. I'm going to keep him out. Did we get a... No. Oh, that's disappointing. I just wondered if we had a... What's the word? Horse barding with that. And we've got cool armour pieces. I'm going to go through each of these in a minute. I just got to find them all first. Hairpiece. Brown hairpiece. That's strange. So one of the armour pieces... Okay, that's fine. I was really baffled because there's 2 different types of armour pieces in this. And this is, I think it's quite wicked that with the blacksmith, you do actually get, from what I've seen so far, a decent amount of armour. There's a piece there which is a very long lightsaber style piece. I don't think I've come across that before. Should use that for more another time. Right. I actually have 2 shields. Don't think I'm supposed to have 2 shields for this bag. I love the fact that I have 2 shields. Because I can now use them in other builds. Woohoo. They go know what they're doing. No, we want more shields. Right, so let's build the next minifigures. And what I'll do is I will release these over the next few days on the channel as minifigure builds. And then I'll probably re-release them when the video goes live, the actual video goes live in a couple of months. So who should we build first? Let's build the Falcon Lady Knight. I'm going to call her. Right, I'm just going to check because sometimes I got caught out with the clone troopers. They have different... Oh, her head is awesome. Right. Those helmets are something else as well. I really like those. Right, that's it, that's fine. We can do this. So, oh, what's all this? This then. That wouldn't be good. Right, so what I'm going to do for the rest of this video is build the minifigures. I doubt I'm going to get onto the why am I getting a red there? I doubt I'm going to get onto the build today, but I'll do the minifigures for now. So we've done a running, we've done a weird foot action. So now I'm going to do a marching, because that's what soldiers do. Good soldiers follow orders. Wait, no, good soldiers march. And similar to the running, I do marching as a multiple steps. So the base step, the medium step, and the high step. And medium step, base step, and then switch. Now I can stop between to make it look a bit more realistic, but I find because a march is a fast generally a fast walk. With the stop motion stuff, I find it generally works to not have that stop step in there. I think with my Nutcracker build back in the old series collectible minifigures, I did put a stop in and it really bugged me. And I've done a couple of marches since and I've used this method and they look really good. So it's essentially 3 steps, whereas the run is 2 steps. So you have the base and the high for the run, whereas with anything that's a bit slower, you have 3 steps. And if you want it even slower, so if it's a walk, you'd add in that shot where they would be both legs next to each other. But what I'll do 1 extra step on this one so that we can slow them down. So here we go. She's going to do the extra step here. So it looks like she's going to walk. Oh, I'm going to break my minifigure spinner. Good idea. And what I'm going to do, just have her slowing down. Instead of marching all the way up, she's going to do the half step. And then a half step. And then the base step. Sorry, I'm watching. If you're wondering why I'm always looking to the side, it's because I've got it on a screen. And then the stop. And for the stop, she's also then going to raise her waistband to be fully stopped. And there we go. Right, and then we need a really strong looking torso coming in. So she's going to have her arms out. And then she's going to get all the way to the bottom. The arms are going to just come down to here. And then what does she need? And then she needs her paddling. I can never say that word. Right, if you put these on, oh, that works actually. Sometimes, no, these are going to drop. So what I'm going to do is a tad of blue tack just to the back of the neck piece. What this is going to let me do, the blue tack will stick and I don't drop them. I slide it down nicely and then I can just get the blue tack off at the end. Did that take a photo? It's weird. In real life it looks nothing like that. The amount of gap. Right, here we go. I'm going to take the blue tack off now, otherwise I'll forget, and then in 5 years time, and a couple of weeks time, when I try to use these for a stop motion, something like, what the hell is that blue tack doing there? There we go. Now it's time for her cool head. Right, unfortunately, only one face on this lady, and a big amount of lipstick and eyelashes. Because, you know, what do you need if you go into battle with the wolf pack or the lion knights? But a ton of makeup on your face, of course. And hairpiece. It's quite a cool hairpiece actually. I don't think I've seen this one before. Right. And she is going to lift her arm up and we're going to build. So she has got, I probably made a mistake here actually. So she has a Beskar spear. Oops. And half putting stuff in the hand, followed by a slight lift to grab it, and a bit more of a lift because our little double-sided lightsaber piece, I know it's not, but it looks very similar. What's going on? Whoa, do not knock your lights over. That's not a good idea. Right, now I'm going to do some easing in and easing out. She's going to spin this spear. So this will be something that you won't see in the shorts video probably, but you will see in the long form video. So when I say easing in, easing out, the first 3 movements here have been quite small. And then these next 2 movements are going to be rather large. And it's just going to slow down, tiny movement again. And one more. For luck. As the axe piece is going to go on. Can I take a photo? Yes. She would see that on the. And then what I'm going to have her do is just shift the whole axe spear thing up all the way. Again, don't know if you noticed, but the first few were small movements, now it's big movements, now we're back to small movements. And she's going to start just spinning this upwards as well. I'm just going to turn, small movements again, followed by some bigger ones. Feel free to comment or chat if you're there. I'm here to chat and answer questions without a doubt. So we've got a view of a spear. We can't see it now, but it's without completely messing it up. Oops. That's the only way I'm going to get it in shot. Right now, the challenging part, I'm going to put her helmet on. So, she has got this awesome helmet. I love these helmets. They look so wicked. What I'm going to do, well, placing it is not going to work. The only thing I'm a bit sad of actually is they don't have any plumes. Right, tiny bit of blue tack, literally the tiniest amount. Oh, hang on. One sec. Right, back to drinks delivery. Right, did I take a photo there? Right, I'm going to move that forward and up onto the top of the head. And then this is the part where her hair is going to have to disappear. Again, keeping a little bit of blue tack just on the back of that helmet just helps it not come down too quickly. And straight back up. Now with helmets, it's very important, if you are doing anything like this, not to leave the blue tack in, and not to use much at all, because otherwise the head gets stuck in. Trust me, I know from experience. It's very hard to get them out. Right, I'm just going to show you that piece. I'm going to check that. So here we go. Here she is coming together. Helmet on. She shows off her axe. Look at that. Look at that helmet go on. You wouldn't even notice that the hair went missing. Well, you might notice that the helmet moved. So I might just do one extra. The helmet central to the head. So, as always, she's now going to spin. So one, and again, it's about roughly, I think, 2 seconds for a spin. Now what I'm going to do is have a spin, holding her axe up as she currently is. And then as we get round, she will slash it down, and then we'll keep it down for the rest of the shot, just so you can get more of an appreciation of her big weapon. So as we come here, now this is obviously being a super huge axe. This is a very heavy weapon. So each time I move her, just going to lift this, and I'm going to try and emphasize the weight. So obviously her shoulder bits restrict her movement as well, but hopefully the leaning back will just really emphasize how much weight is in this. I'm going to start her swing forward now, and again I'm going to do some really quite tiny movements just to get her started. Then really, oh, well, this is something we couldn't have seen. So we've done the easing in. So now a couple of really big movements. Followed again by some little ones. Oh, and she's just going to slightly move that arm back as she goes round. Alright, one position holding it there. And then she can just lift it up slightly, move her arm forward too. Just some really small movements as we go. And just get her standing back up straight. And like I said, I'm going to leave her like that, just so you get some appreciation of that weapon. What I probably should have done was giving you a spin with the hair piece, but oh well. It's quite plain from the back anyway. It looks like a Playmobil hairpiece at the back actually. Oh, that's going to look a bit menacing to the camera, isn't it? I'll tell you what, let's... Sometimes I do things I'm not really sure how they're going to look. Oh, it's quite cool. And she can vanish. And 2 plain clear shots. Okay, I think she might be now my favourite. One of my favourite Black Falcon figures of the new era. She does look quite awesome. Just checking my battery. 5%. Wow. Don't know what's going on with my charger today. But one more minifigure to go. I think I'll probably call it a day at that point. Because between the technical issues and whatever, this has been quite a long video for 4 minifigures. Let's just put a horse up here in the meantime. Nay, look at that. Nay. She deserves to be riding that. That looks interesting. Right, 2 shields. Let's build the final minifigure of the day. So we did marching, we did falling in, we did running in. So let's do sidewalk, unless anyone's got any better ideas in the comments. I haven't done this one for quite some time actually. 2 blank clear shots. 1 of the feet. The forward step. And then we need to do the step forward. Then the step down. And then the really awkwardness of his side twirl. Now here I'm lifting the weight because I can't move the leg any further down. So I'm lifting the waist to give the impression that the leg's moving. And as we come to here, it will be 1 shot for that. Now, do you want to see me edit these? I don't know if they will be on my hard drive yet because my phone battery's so low. Oh, what's that? Yeah, it's having diving. But I could throw these minifigure videos together tonight and you could actually see what they look like if you're interested in watching that. Let me know in the comments if you want to see that before I finish up. I might have a little bit of setup to do. So this is one of my classic minifigure torso landings. Literally, it's like a superhero landing. And if you've been clocking the movements, it's that whole easing in, easing out process again. Right, and again, blue tack here. Luckily, we have a nice back piece here, which can be really quite handy. Detach, move down. Detach, move down. Yeah. Just get that blue tack off. Put it back on. And then it's head time. Single head again. Old man with a beard. You know what would really make this guy better? Big ginger beard. I've got a spare one. Why does he look dopey? Jesus. It looks like he's about to go for a nap. Not command the armies of the Black Falcons. We just talk about the fact that LEGO have somehow given this guy a receding hairline with curtains, but there's actually an air gap up there, and you can see I've never seen that in a hairstyle before. Interesting. Right. He is going to draw his sword first, I think. Actually, let's have him reach back for his shield. Shield first, and then we'll do his big mighty sword. I find it really interesting that they show in the LEGO book, it's in the instructions, they show him as holding the shield from the top, but that's just wrong in every sense. Oh, it's always been wrong in my eyes. I'm probably wrong. Here we go. Up it comes. And again, the classic Mr. Lego brick. Pull a sword out your bum. Just gonna get that clipped in. Oh god, that is a thick handle. I'm going to try something with him I haven't tried before. I'm trying to make it look like he's bashing his shield. I'm going to have to film a sound effect for this tomorrow as well. I honestly do not know how this is going to look. But we'll soon find out. And now I'm going to do the same helmet trick I did before. Tiny bit of blue tack. Before his helmet slides all the way over his head. Right, hairpiece needs to come off. Tiniest piece of blue tack just to stop it going all the way on. Now I'm just going to take it off and remove that blue tack so it doesn't get stuck on his head forever. Check there's no more. Yep. And then we're going to rotate him. Right, if you've been watching this far, thank you very, very much. This has been not my best live stream, probably my worst. So apologies for the technical issues I had at the start. And now, if you want me to continue, let me know in the chat, because I could start the build, but I have been going for nearly 2 hours and it seems a bit counterproductive now potentially. And I've built 4 minifigures in 2 hours. This must be a new Guinness World Record for the slowest minifigure builds in history. But it also gives you an idea of how long it takes to build stuff in stop motion. I mean, in fairness, I've had to search through bags. I've had drink deliveries. Right, he's going to start lifting his sword, twisting it. We're going to do a standard Mr. Lego Brick slash. And again, he is a very heavy knight, so he's going to have some very slow movements. Stand up slightly. Big movement. Big movement. Starting to slow the movements. And just bring them back up. I think these are two of the best Black Falcon figures I've seen. I haven't got to ones in the Lion Knight's Castle yet, but obviously I've looked at the artwork, I've looked at them online. I think that one of them's got a black helmet, which same as these, which looks awesome, but I don't know, these two just feel really kitted out, really. I believe these two are proper warriors. Might sound silly, but they look really good. And look, spare helmet, spare hair pieces. I've just put one of them on a horse and got really confused where she'd gone. But there we go, just look at those two, they look wicked. Right, do I start the build or do I just end it here for tonight? Generally, a bag takes me about 1 hour, so yeah, there's 14 bags, 2,000 pieces. Doing some quick maths, it might be not too many. Oh dear. Right, just a quick recap. We have built all of the minifigures from the blacksmith. A bit of a change of plan to what I was going to originally do, which was build the blacksmith, because that's what I set out to do. I'm going to put them up on the big screen, and so I'm just going to set them up here so you can actually see. See, she's got a big pole. I'm going to add the dog and the horse in. I know I didn't build them, but look at those two. You can't even see him. What's he playing at? Right, let's... There you go. That's how we've built today. Sorry about the lighting. There's a... Literally, the GoPro is in the way of the light. Let's put it there. Move everyone. So I've got the archer. I'm assuming it's the blacksmith's wife or his daughter. And we've got the customers. Who are the knights? And these two, I believe, are knights. They look like knights. This dude's from the Lion's Castle. He can go back to his own castle. But there we go. Look absolutely wicked. I'm going to be honest, I think the minifigures in this Blacksmith's set alone already are worth it. But now we've got to actually build the set. So, I might start it because, or shall I go play with Lego? Decisions. I'm going to have a quick look to see how big bag one actually is. Hello, I see there's more people joined. So, if you've just joined, I've been building minifigures today from the Blacksmith's Castle, which was the winner of the vote of what to build. And now I'm debating if I continue on to build the bag one of the castle, of the blacksmith. Got castle on the brain today. Oh, this is big actually. Wow. So a lot of time when I build in stop motion, I have to look ahead and work out how I'm going to do certain things. And how I do this might be on a set on my other studio. So I don't know if you can see this just here, where I have currently a castle, a dragon, and lots of stuff is my bigger photographing area. Oh, we get the light brick straight away. And that is where I film anything that's really big. It's a bit harder to do the lighting. So, oh, that is a really cool log pile. Is this all bag one? This can't be all bag one. No, that's bag two as well. How many steps is bag one? Well, now, if you're watching, let me know. Do you want me to see me build the rest of bag one, or do you want me to maybe edit the minifigures so you can see everything I just did, how it comes together? Let me know in the chat while I work out how long bag one is. Scared you off. Ooh, some really cool colour bricks in here. Where does bag two start? I don't. I'm going to leave the minifigures. It's too late to start building now. Might upload this as a separate video. Alright, I'm going to do it. Screw it. Okay, I just totally realised that I was not talking at all and everything's been silent for you for ages. Apologies, I was chatting away and my microphone was on mute. How embarrassing. I don't know when that started, but I apologise. Not that anybody's been watching for a while. I should probably find some music or something that I can put on over these. Might be quite a good idea, I reckon, when stuff like that happens. Apparently my mic keeps muting itself, I don't know why. But I'm going to be finishing up soon anyway, because it is rather late over here. I'm just going to continue on this build for a few more minutes. I will leave the camera going, but I'm just going to leave the mic on mute. Put your own background music on, I would advise. But I will also, I'm going to save this recording for a time lapse of how this all comes together anyway. So thanks for watching and keep watching. I might say one last thing before I finish up tonight. Lego Fan 101, just seen your comment. Yes, I do want to build Indiana Jones. I bought that set literally a day or two ago. So it will be getting built rather soon. Just not tonight. But keep your eyes peeled because I want to get that set out in the next few days, and I want to review that set and have a play with it myself, really, because it looks awesome and I love Indiana Jones. Oops. This is the blacksmith set. So this was the one that's got the most votes. As of when I started the live stream, I did have quite a few problems at the start of the live stream. So if you want to rewatch it when it goes publishes, it's about half hour before I start, and I do all the minifigures first, which it has some really, really cool minifigures in. I'll just, if you want to have a quick look. So we got this little knight, this knight, the archer, and whoops, the blacksmith himself. So if you watched my channel before, I do minifigure rotations, and these took forever to actually build. But these are the 4 minifigures that we got in the set today, and they are all, I think, really awesome in this set. Right, I'm just trying to ever so slightly keep the pace up here, because I've got a lot to get through on bag 1, it seems. Normally, I've always found most LEGO sets give you quite an easy bag 1, but this one seems to be quite a lot. Awesome, thank you. Yeah, there's a lot on the channel, lots of stop motion builds. I think it's worth watching, even if nobody else does. I enjoy doing them, so that's the main thing. But I think most people like my minifigure spins, which are normally in the shorts section. They've got a lot of stop motion coming up soon. Stop motion animations I'm working on, all castle themed at the moment. I have got some cowboy stuff I'm working on, but that's going to take a while. Just going to move the set to get the rest in shot. I think this set actually looks awesome. It's been one that's been on my radar for quite a while that I've never picked up, and it just happened to be on offer in John Lewis a little while back, and I saw it, and I had some birthday money, and I was like, I'm going to get that. Unfortunately, it sold out, and then the offer went. But it came back on offer last week, so I picked it up. So I've been quite excited to build this one. And then I went and picked up Indiana Jones yesterday, whenever the Lego shop was open. Right, I might be a bit far away, but we're about to build back down towards the camera. Make sure it says blue tack under here, just making sure it's all still nice and secure. And going to check it's back in focus as we continue the build around the corner. Right, I'm going to leave it at that tonight. We're almost finished the first bag, but I'll come back to this tomorrow and maybe live stream it. We'll see how it goes. I've got to continue on with the castle at some point as well, so look forward to that. I'll see you all next time. Thank you very much for watching.